Hey, I want to tell you a story about my cousin Joe. My cousin Joe is about 10 years older than me. And as you can imagine, growing up, because he was so much older, this dude was a role model in my life. And he was probably the coolest role model you can have at the time because my cousin Joe pulled all the girls. He had all the money, at least in my mind, he did. He had the coolest house, coolest friends, most popular guy around, and I wanted to be like him. The crazy thing is, every time I was around him, people knew I was his cousin. So they would treat me a certain way. I would act a certain way because I knew that he was respected. I would get away with certain things. I mean, I would walk around and a part of my identity was rooted in who my cousin Joe is. The problem with that is my cousin Joe isn't who I am. I am who I am. I am who God made me to be. And you are who you are. And a lot of times you can get caught up in the idea of chasing some other identity, in the idea of chasing someone who you really aren't. Maybe chasing X amount of followers on social media. Maybe chasing X amount of likes on your posts. Chasing so much money because you think it's gonna give you this respect that you're looking for. Chasing all these relationships and finding your identity in these other areas. I wanna point you to one of my favorite portions in the Bible. One of my favorite chapters is in Psalm 139. And it's where God is saying that he knew us before we were even born. God knows our names before we're even given them. God knows the number of days we're gonna live before one of them even comes to pass. God knows the personality he gave you, the unique laugh he gave you, the eye color he gave you, the height he gave you, the skin color he gave you. Everything unique about you has God's fingerprint on it. And because of what Jesus Christ accomplished on the cross, we've got nothing to prove and no one to impress. Nothing to prove, no one to impress. Our identity is rooted in who God is. And it doesn't come from anything else in the world. It's rooted in the Lord. It's rooted in who God made you. So I want to encourage you this week. If you find yourself chasing all these other things, if you find yourself looking for identity in these other areas that I named earlier, stop doing that. Take a break from that and go to God who made you and who knows you and who loves you, and let him show you who he created you to be.